Hey everyone, welcome back to more Total War Warhammer with Wurrzag the Great Green Prophet. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So today we're going to start off with a quest battle, and then we're going to go from there. I'm a little nervous about playing the quest battle. It's been a long time since I've done a fight. It's been a while since I played the game. So we kind of got back in and started up on the last one. Things have gone pretty well. We've incorporated all the other greenskins, except for, apparently, if I look at my info here, apparently the Crooked Moons are out there somewhere, as are the Skull Smashers. There were some around, and I thought I killed them off. Maybe they popped up again. Crooked Moons must be somewhere out in the mountains somewhere. I have no idea where they're at, so that might be a problem to find them. We still also have to wipe out the Empire and the Dwarves, and do a massive amount of raiding, which might be a bit of an issue. But anyway, we've got a quest mission here for the Bonewood Staff. I'm just going to go ahead and send the army in, and we'll see how it goes. So we're fighting the Empire. Okay. These Outriders are always a problem. Hopefully not too much of an issue. The initial army, I think, is fine. Yep, we'll have to jump in and see how it goes. Blackfire Pass is a place of legend. Not only is it the scene of many a battle, its mountainsides are riddled with ancient dwarf halls and lost dungeons. Those catacombs are prime quest territory for parties of adventurers seeking for riches and lost heirlooms. One such party has emerged into the gloomy daylight to see Wurzag's army gathering in the pass. To take Wurzag's head as a prize to deliver it before the Imperial throne would be a great bounty, and so the heroes decide to attack, but they're not foolish enough to believe they can fight this horde alone. They fight with a rapidly approaching Empire army at their back. So, it's not going to actually tell me anything here. I just kind of want to look. So we do have like a Bright Wizard, not sure, like a Witchfinder or Witch Hunter or something like that. We'll kind of see how it goes. Actually, we're almost loaded in here, which is kind of surprising. The Swords of Castlane. We do have kind of a basic army, very heavy on the Savage Orcs, but we do have a decent amount of cavalry and a giant to back us up. I do have some decent magic with Wurrzag that will buff units, so I think that's probably something I'm going to have to rely on. His magic doesn't seem to do a lot of damage to units, but we can definitely do a lot of unit buffing now. So that might be what I want to do to try to get through this, see how it goes. It's actually loading in quite quickly.
Blackfire Pass. It's all burned, just how I like my battlefields. Gork wants us to fight the Humies here. Says if we do that and smack him about real good, then he'll power up my staff. So listen to your mate, Wurrzag. I'm the prophet, and what I says goes. Let's get him!
Okay, well, let's take a quick look down here. Oh, the camera always goes weird directions. I always feel like it's going the opposite way of what I expect it to. So yeah, Wurrzag here. So we have the Vindictive Glare, Effigy of Degit. Where are my other spells? I feel like I have other spells that should be on here. Oh, they're all over here. Alright, we've got the Foot of Gork, kind of mediocre. Brain Bursta, kind of mediocre. Gaze and Mork, kind of mediocre. There we go, so it gives me a massive melee attack to allies. Is that just a general area, or target ally affects allies in range 200 meters? Fist of Gork gives melee defense, weapon damage, and melee attack. Is that better? That's 58. Yeah, we can just kind of like go back and forth between these two probably and just buff units like crazy. That's probably what we're going to try to do. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's mess with my deployment here a bit. We can actually see what's out here. So we slowly move across the field. Gunners out front are a bit of a problem. I don't have any artillery, so we kind of have to close and shoot and fight. I am good at charging. There's a lot of heroes in the back. So Rupert, a melee specialist. There is Van Stol, a missile specialist. Kurt Venstrel, a missile specialist, Solander, a wizard, and Brugelhoff, a wizard. So yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. We'll see how it goes. Probably. So if I can get my cavalry to move up into the woods and advance from there, I think that's probably what we want to do. So let's put you guys up on the edge. And I'll just have them kind of charge up there immediately into the woods. Well, I mean, we'll maybe take a nice saunter into the woods, and then we'll try to charge in if they advance and try to hit them. Not sure where I want to put the giant, honestly. I think for now, we'll have him advance kind of out here, try to use the woods as cover. At least it'll protect him from some missile fire. We are going to get shot up a bunch moving in, which is unfortunate, but I think it's kind of unavoidable. We could try to advance a bit further over, though, so if we can make like the center or the flank here-ish and just fill in from there, we'll have some protection in the trees, I think. So we've got okay stats on these guys, decent leadership and stuff. Melee attack's okay. Melee defense is quite weak, but we do have a ward save. Weapon strength is okay. Really good charge bonus, so that might be something we really want to focus on. Almost like treating these guys like cavalry and just try to cycle charge if I can. I'm not really good at doing that. Guys, there-ish. Do I want... Do I want to put in skirmish mode or not? That is my question. I think we're okay. I'll hold off on that for now. So we'll just kind of advance up, and then Wurrzag himself will stay sort of central, and we'll try to just kind of buff units, and we'll go from there. I might have to try the Vindictive Glare. We'll kind of see how that goes. And this freezes somebody, so that's quite nice. All right. Well, I think we're ready to start. So we're immediately going to give everybody orders. So you guys out of here on the flank, let's advance at kind of a normal speed. While the rest of you guys... I know there's got to be better ways to do this, to like select units and stuff, but I feel like it's very finicky at times. Like that literally got like almost nobody. Yeah, I want the front line, the whole front line. That's the whole front line. Yeah, let's just move up. Then the back line, we'll just try to sneak in as well. We're just going to move up for the time being, although I might need to be charging ASAP. Let's see how big of a mess that creates, just trying to get everybody to move up through the forest. At least everybody's moving, so that's something. Their army is not moving at all. They may not even be able to see me, I'm not sure. Got the forest blocking a little bit. Not as much as I would like. Giant's a bit fast. Okay, he'll stop in the woods. And I think that's reinforcements are going to come in there. Or is that just to resize the map? I don't know. They are nicely bunched up. If I could get some magic off, but I feel like if I came out here to try to do some magic and got in range, I'd probably just get shot to pieces with Wurrzag. So We're probably better off just having him move up with the army and doing some buffing and maybe attacking as we progress. Watch the advance of the mighty orc horde into the woods. Wurrzag. Right in the thick of things, leading the way. They still haven't reacted. I wonder if they just... yeah, they might not be able to see me. These guys out here on the edge are probably going to trigger them. We'll kind of see how it goes. My cavalry is actually moving really, really slowly through the woods here. So I'd kind of like them to get in position. What's my giant doing? Okay, he's just kind of looking around. Let everybody sort of move up a bit. Still not reacting, which is a bit surprising. Okay, now we've got some movement. Crossbowmen, spearmen, and spearmen on the move a little bit. So what am I most concerned about up here? Probably, I mean, the handgunners, crossbowmen are definitely trouble. So tell you what, let's just start getting some targets identified and we can start doing some work. I'm going to hold the cavalry and the giant back for quite a while, I think. So archers are slowly moving up. As they get to the line, we'll start pushing out the infantry, I think. We're still a decent amount of ways away. Let's actually start advancing out with you guys. Let's make sure I get everybody moving. Wurrzag's kind of quick, so we'll hold him back for a second. Okay, they are on the move now. Let's get Wurrzag up. Okay, we have spells coming in. Not ideal. We do have all those characters in the background, which is definitely an issue. Can't tell for sure who's getting targeted here. Must be these guys. Alright, I think it's time to go ahead and start charging. So, we are quite a ways out, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. We're a bit more heavily weighted on this side, which I'm kind of okay with. For now, we're just going to kind of give everybody these closer targets. I'm going to send Wurrzag out. We're going to get shot at. We might as well start running at them. See if we can cause some panic. More fireballs coming in. Kill their commanders to stop them reinforcing. Okay, Wurrzag, we might want to actually come out at speed here so we can maybe do some spells. Shots are coming in. Sort of saving the archers and everybody. Alright, the other thing we're going to do here is all of you guys. Oh, we somehow missed. What do we have here? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought we had. You guys just come charging on down the flank. Now, for options, we could give some defense to some of these guys that are taking some hits. But we might want to wait till we're actually in combat. Foot of Gork. If we drop that about there-ish. Okay, I did get shot a bit. Looks like we are kind of being countercharged here a little bit. Let's buff you guys. Could stop a unit from moving, but I think we're going to need that later. Actually taken a decent amount of damage here already with a couple units. Alright, charges are in. Kind of eating some of these guys. Brain Burst, Strong versus a unit, magical damage, large explosive area. Range is pretty good. Let's see if we can hit the crossbowman with that. I don't think it's going to do much, but we can do what we can. And then Wurrzag, I want you closer. Cavalry is coming in along with the giant. We'll try to have them hit the characters in the back, so they're now kind of redirecting some shots over. Fun. So you guys, let's go for, if I can find the magic user back here. Because it seems like most of the characters are kind of all together. Actually, charge through to them. You hit that guy, tearing stuff up on the way. Other way. Go for that other wizard. Just charge on through the giant. We'll have head in. We go for Rupert. I feel like we're already taking a bit more casualties than I would like. So we're gonna have all these guys come charging in. So Wurrzag being in the area will help try to avoid getting hit by this. Just sort of helping morale in general. Okay, so their front line is starting to disintegrate a little bit. So you guys are still in good shape. Go after the crossbowmen. This unit, guys go charge those great swords. They're causing a lot of problems. Can I do much about the great swords? Not really. The great swords are definitely an issue. We could hit them with little bit of exploding brains, so we'll try that. Okay, enemy reinforcements are present. So initially not so much, so I might just want to have my cavalry just immediately charge those guys. Just redirect over. I'd like to kill the characters. We're breaking a bunch of them at the moment. Let's hold off for a minute before we redirect, although my giant could potentially go do that. He was charging Rupert here, which probably isn't a bad idea either. What do we have here anyway? Crossbowman, swordsman, swordsman. What are my archers doing? Are you guys still too far away to do anything? Yeah, kinda. Everybody hit the great swords and the halberds, but mainly the great swords. Let's try to destroy those guys ASAP. Then Wurrzag. We're not really a great like melee fighter. I'd like to kind of buff my units more than anything else. Let's have this run for a second here. Okay, it's kind of becoming a giant mess. So they're still charging into them. My cavalry is still working on these guys. I feel like this left flank is a bit weak. These guys are definitely getting banged up. Okay, shots are now coming in. And I could try to pull them out, but I think we're okay. This ability I probably want to use on some of those other units when they do show up. The Outriders and stuff, especially. Okay, Giant's causing some trouble. Magic user is still back there, even though he's kind of in the midst of being swarmed by a bunch of my cavalry. He should be... Okay, I think he just died. Or just got knocked to the ground, one of the two. Yeah, he just took a big hit, that's all. Cavalry's doing good work. I do kind of want to chase down these heroes, though. So, like this unit, go for him. This unit, go for the other guy. The others will keep just kind of fighting there. My giant is going to go after that melee specialist. Great swords are getting shot up a bunch. Okay, so we have swordsman, crossbowman, crossbowman. So still, ideally, we want to kill all these heroes if we can. I feel like I'm just getting shot to pieces here with Wurrzag. Let me go ahead and charge into the greatswords a little bit with him. You guys, where are you? You're all the way out here. So yeah, I mean, just keep harassing stuff. That's fine. Go after those guys. This unit's still in pretty good shape. We'll stay on the greatswords. This unit I'm actually going to pull back, just temporarily. Guys, let's go after, what do we have? Spearmen and swordsmen. Just kind of moving down the line. We have the spearmen. You guys maybe help out on Rupert. You guys help out on Rupert. Go for the spearmen. Go for the spearmen. Alright, so we have them sort of falling apart everywhere. Still chasing them down. Not a big fan of all this shooting units kind of coming in behind me. But I kind of really need to kill those heroes. So how about... let's change our targets a little bit. Although we're kind of wrecking these guys pretty effectively. Only 6 of them left. 28 halberders. 28 halberders. Could maybe give some help out over here. How about you go for the handgunners over there? Just to lend a little bit of a hand. You guys, let's go ahead and start working our way further back at fresher targets, just to weaken them before they get to us. And we're going to keep trying to focus on killing off all of these leaders and heroes. I'm kind of nervous about using any of these abilities because they tend to hit my own guys and don't really do much anything else. Let's see, there's a hero right over there, but I know I'm going to like absolutely destroy my own guys if I try to do anything. I did get the Fist of Gork up. Is there anybody that I want to give that to? So my weak unit I've actually kind of pulled back. So they're now kind of here ready to go. Nobody else is really in that much danger or in that bad of a shape. Possibly these guys, we could do something like that. Let's give them a little bit of a buff while they're charging into heroes and stuff. Guys, let's go chasing down the handgunners a little bit. You guys go chase the crossbowmen off the field. Empire commanders are in disarray. Their army is falling apart. Good. We are trying to kill them, although I'm not sure how successful we are. Definitely hurting them, not necessarily killing them. Oh, these guys back here that just came in are actually kind of breaking as it is. Yeah, Wurzag's taken a lot more damage than I would have expected, but he did take, some fireballs to the face and stuff. Right now he's just kind of having fun, charging down broken units. I mean, look at this. Look at the fun Wurrzag is having. Yeah, look at that. Wonderful. All right. So yeah, I am taking some damage. Not a ton. I am getting very, very spread out all over the place. You guys don't even have something to target, it looks like. Shattered. Did we just win? Something just happened. What is going on with these guys? Greater Faith Bastion, increased damage resistance. Okay, so they have some damage resistance for the moment. That's unfortunate. But I mean, they're basically broken as it is. I'm kind of surprised the battle is continuing. Are we waiting for reinforcements or something? Like, what's going on? Kill the enemy lord to rout their forces. Well, the problem is their lords have a bunch of damage resistance at the moment. Yeah, it seems like we sort of sometimes just drop targets when they break and wander off. Is there a character out here? Okay, you guys are fighting that character. So that's two. The melee guy, is he still alive in here somewhere? I think so. Sullender is there. Charge into him. Everybody else here. Kill Rupert. Except you guys go there, and you guys go there.
Dig like great prophet.
And with that 90% damage resistance, they're going to be a bit hard to deal with. So you've got a target. You guys don't. Let's go ahead and give some protection to these guys, just because they're weak. You're still charging into them. You're charging into them. Yeah, it's fine. Couple swordsmen left. Just sort of chasing them off the field of battle here. Look at how much fun Wurrzag is having. Just absolutely wrecking this guy. Come on, Rupert, die. There we go. Alright, Rupert's dead. That guy got off the field. And is this guy going to make it? Is he going to make it? Yeah, he got off the field. That's too bad. Ah, they're gone already. Yeah, there's really nothing left. Alright. Decisive victory. Okay, I think we killed 3 of them. We got this guy, it looks like this guy, this guy. These 2 survived. How did we do on kills? Wurrzag got banged up a bit. Um, yeah, just my front line guys did a lot of work. 74 kills, 51 kills. Very, very nice. Archers didn't do a lot, but they kind of helped, like, units break, essentially. So we only lost 69 guys, not a big deal. Decent chunk of damage to Wurrzag. I think most of these kills he actually got were from chasing down broken units. But, I mean, he's on, you know, I'm going to say Squiggoth. It's not a Squiggoth. It's a boar. So he's on a boar, so it's kind of easy for him to chase units down and kill them off and stuff. But, yeah, did a pretty good job just kind of buffing other units and keeping them safe and giving them extra ability to get kills. So that's probably part of why we got so many kills with a couple of these basic units, was just giving them some nice buffs. I do feel like this army needs... I mean, we could upgrade one of the cavalry. We could upgrade the 2 regular savage orcs to biggins. But we could also take them out and maybe add a couple more giants. That would be cool. 3 giants, I think, would be a nice core to kind of have. Not sure how easy that's going to be to do, but it would be a nice thing to do. And Wurrzag, I feel like, is a bit weak, but we'll see if this item that he's going to get is any better. So maybe that will give him a hand. It's probably just going to help with spellcasting, because it's, you know, a staff. Yeah, the other army didn't even show up at all, which is nice. I guess part of it did, and they sort of retreated. So it seems like we just had to kill that one. So their fire mage guy did the most damage, it looks like, with 20 kills. He also did a lot of the damage to Wurrzag. Yeah, it's showing like both forces deployed. Rupert. So I kind of wanted to wait to do anything for this turn until after we'd gotten the battle done. So we'll take a look and see what I can do now after, because I should get some additional cash and stuff too. Um, I'm not sure if it's going to move my army to where the battle was and just kind of leave me there. Maybe I can move back a bit. Because I'd like to have Wurrzag supported by another army. I feel like generally as I'm fighting two armies together is generally going to be the much safer thing to do, whereas having the one isolated by itself, generally pretty dangerous. Just reading the wicked burn of Wulfric to Dwarf King there, down at the bottom of the text. I usually would like to sort of stop the recording so that when this is going on, we don't have to sit through it, but I think there might be something like immediately that's going to play as soon as it's almost done, so I just kind of want to leave it and, chat a little bit. Okay, 3,800 gold, very nice. I've got a spare banner. Extra leadership. I feel like that could definitely go to just one of the basic core frontline guys, or we could give it to cavalry. I think let's just go with like a basic core frontliner. And yeah, just get our losses replaced. Eat the dead. Yeah, did move me up there. Bossy. Extra growth and obedience in the local province. Very nice. Have I read this before? Not sure. Yeah, I think I did. So yeah. Bonewood Staff has a special ability. Magic item drop chance is increased, melee attack is increased, miscast chance is down, magic resistance up, income from post-battle loot also up. No, it did actually put me back. I was just there temporarily and then just dumped me back immediately. Awesome. Alright, let's take a look at our new stuff. So, I'm not sure what I had before. I'll have to take a look and see what everybody else has got on their stuff. I don't have a casting item. Really? Who is this? Azhag has this. Okay, but Azhag isn't even out at the moment. And this is extra magic resistance. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad thing for Azhag. What I might want to do, because we did incorporate with the Greenskins, I should have access to their heroes, but they weren't there when we picked them up, so I might want to look at building additional armies just to get them back. So Grimgor and Azhag should be available, I think. Anyway, skill point wise, you can say we put a decent amount of points into a variety of things. I've actually tried to make him a bit tougher, giving him some extra HP, that kind of stuff. I mean, it would be nice to go for the lightning strike. So Arcane Conduit gives me additional magic abilities. So you can kind of see there in that fight, I had some that I, could use a few things, and then it was like just waiting forever to be able to do anything else. Edbutt is a breath spell. Hmm. Again, the problem is that I usually have him in the back, sort of doing. I mean, I can send him out front, but then he's just going to get beat up. Could go for more melee attack. I'd like to make him more survivable. Um, Eventually, I do need to raid, but it doesn't have to be his army doing it. I would like to get Lightning Strike, so let's actually put some extra points in Ravager, and we'll try to get up to Lightning Strike eventually. Everybody else... Okay, I like that. That's fine. Do I have anything better than that? So this is extra melee attack. Attack and defense. Some armor piercing instead. Melee attack's quite good. Yeah, let's give you the armor piercing instead. Sly is just sort of my character who's running around doing stuff. If stuff affects province, then that's fine. Sure, we can do that. Orglum. So this guy I think we picked up because the other army was trashed. You have quite a good item on you. Nice ward save. Interesting. He's a shroom gatherer. Yeah, I've got no armor for you. Sort of anti-heroes is pretty decent. You're a magic user though, so I don't know that you need that necessarily. Um, but I just give you something to give your defenses a little higher. Sort of anti-heroes is pretty good. Let's do that. Biting blade, how about you have the brass cleaver, I guess? Yeah, have a brass cleaver instead. And I've got nothing else for you. Still got our ward save there, and then just some passive hit point replenishment, but it must be very, very low. I guess it only is triggered when I'm in melee, so that's an issue as well. Which doesn't happen too often, because I'm usually kind of keeping him back. Alright. Now, I could go ahead and start doing some raiding. Looks like the vampire counts are going after Karag Dromar, which is kind of what I was planning on doing. We could head and hit them from another direction, though.
Night Gobbo Warboss!
I was very proud of that. Okay, army-wise, we're generally good. You guys are actually going to Karag Dromar, which means you'll probably just get eaten by vampires. You need to go assassinate somebody up here. It's one of these two. Let me take a look. Skaldor Finson. That one. Okay. So...
What?
I can go ahead and just tell him to try for it.
I'll be casting my sneaky stabbing on them.
So, we're on the move anyway. That's the plan. It's already kind of set. It should just continue. You guys can't move, huh? So this unit, we want to kind of build up. I think probably that army and another one we'll send down. Like this army and that army, I think we'll go down to maybe take out Karakazul completely. Nothing here I'd really want to swap into my main army.
I'm off.
Just get back into town. More and more of these, is it Clan Angrund? Yeah, Clan Angrund guys showing up. But yeah, I've just got to kill off the main dwarf faction. I don't actually have to kill the others, which I've done a pretty decent job of pushing them out of their, initial starting area. But we kind of need to maybe go up and deal with them up here and just kind of wreck that area, which is something that we could maybe peel off these two armies to go do. But I feel like I kind of need two armies here just to defend this entrance to my big wide open empire. So I think it would
You
be
need
nice
help?
after a little recovery, have these two head out, go on up, take out Gunbad, take out Grumpeak, take out Zufbar, take out Nashrak's lair, wherever we can get up there, just kind of cause a lot of trouble. Not sure how easy that's going to be, though. Okay, I've got money. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, if I'm here, is it Lords? Yeah, so Azhag and Grimgor. So 4 turns, I'll be able to get Azhag if I want, and 4 turns I'll be able to get Grimgor. So I probably want to get both of them back and give them armies. Like, as soon as they're available, I need to do that. So we want to save some cash for building up some armies for them. But in the meantime, okay, so things are a little bit okay. We do have a negative effect for, I think, 5 turns because we did Confederate. So that's like a -8 on the obedience everywhere. So that is causing a little bit of trouble. But here it's stable. We can kind of live with it. Nothing I have to do here. It'd be nice to upgrade Ekrund. It'd be nice to get a better port. Ekrund is not stable, which is a bit of a problem. Upgrading this does not help that. Upgrading this also does not affect that. Okay. Down here, things are stable. Nothing I really need to build. Things are okay for a little while here. Once we get that -8 gone, though, it'll be totally fine. Eastern Badlands is fine. Kind of live with all that. Kind of looking at anything that's going to give me money or increase stability is kind of what I'm going to focus on. So here, once this is done, we could get another boss's tent. That'll kind of help keep this under control a little bit. Black Crag, we can get giants here. This is a bit more of an issue. Karg Asgal definitely has a bit of a problem. With the -8, how long are we going to last until we rebel? So 38 more, so we're actually going to rebel before that expires if we don't do anything. So getting an army down here might help that. Pillars of Grungy is holding stable. Well, I mean, Silver Road is holding stable. Pillars of Grungy we could upgrade. Mount Squighorn's actually not too bad a shape. I'd really like this to go up. I just don't have the population for it. Yeah, just not much that I can do that's going to increase any gold income or anything. If I get Ekroned up, how much does that cost me? Oh, it's massively expensive. This is only 5. Four for the docks. Stone Mine Tower's a little bit exposed. So putting a lot of money into that I feel like is a little dangerous. Grunty's a bit safer. So if we're going to upgrade, I think that makes more sense. Let's just do that. We'll get a better port, and then I'm going to save some cash for building up armies in a few turns. So we'll just try to build up some cash reserves here for a bit. Yeah, not much I can do about that, really. Okay, Dwarven characters on the move, looking around, causing problems.
You speedy kicks don't stand a chance.
Carrick
I
Hearn
think
is coming
yous
back.
better run.
Okay, now they're going to actually offer me money. Yeah, alright, I'll take that. You're going to give me some cash? Sure. Finally learning that money pays. Wah. Wah. Okay, Stalia and Talia at war. And does that mean... Yeah, Carrick Dromar is gone. Alright. How did you guys get that far out there? Alright, well. Am I still at war with the vampire accounts? Yes. Not at war with Templehof anymore.
Not now.
I wonder if I could take these guys out.
I'm well nasty.
Give them that target, although I do like the vampire counts causing trouble for the dwarves. But, I mean, if we can run around and cause them a little bit of problem as well, why not? I do like that they are squeezing them, though. I'd like them to kind of hit these units, like these positions that are out here that are a bit more exposed to them. Like, it's easier for them to get to Oakenhammer and Zufbar. Well, I might be able to get to Oakenhammer on this road here from Ground Peak. That'll just take a little while.
Ready for
And we have
bossing.
another Wall army here. Alright, you, I'm going to go ahead and set
Who can I stand?
your target. We're going to go ahead and have you head up to Mount Gunbad. Sly has his objective, so he's still on the way. Right? Make sure we hit the right guy. Skaldor? I think it's Skaldor.
My sapping finger all pointy, boss.
Can't quite get there. Okay. You need to move out. So if we head down to Black Crag to kind of build up the army, I think that's what we want to do.
Yeah, on it.
Okay. So I do have a wad down here as well. Okay. What I'm going to do is start heading down towards Karaka Zul here.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
So that we can maybe try to take them out once and for all. And we could go ahead and set a Wa target as one of their territories. I don't know if we want to do that. If that'll... Will that start a war? Yeah, it will. That's too bad. I don't really want to go to war with these guys quite yet. But I would like to have them removed as a threat. Because they keep spreading. Well, they were spreading, but now they're kind of stuck with... They're not fighting anybody, so they're just going to keep building and building and building if I don't do something about it. I wish I could just have these guys move without telling them to, like, go kill something. Alright, fine. I will have you guys... For the moment. Very slowly make your way up to Mount Gunbad. And then Wurrzag is also going to make his way up to Mount Gunbad.
On it! Cork and Mork are coming!
And I'm going to move you into Vrinka Hills.
If I must, leaving.
I might have him go across the border and raid, which is really tempting. So if I cross, can I raid? Because I do kind of need to start raiding. We'll ambush, I guess, for now. A little concerned about the armies building up out here. Can't tell how big.
Praise Sigma,
Okay.
the Empire.
Yeah, we're basically just kind of holding them off here and protecting this area so they don't want to mess with me quite as likely. So we're just going to sit tight. Border Princes have actually been a pretty good border state for me, honestly. Kind of mitigating things like the Beastmen and stuff. So I've got a few more turns to go until we can actually get one of our good heroes to start building up another army. I might want to build an army in like Black Crag or something though instead, because we can actually get giants there. So like Black Crag, if we recruited here, so we can get giants, we can get boar boys, boar chariots, trolls. So yeah, we can actually get an okay force here if we wanted, just kind of lacking some of the basic filler orc units. Three turns. So yeah, we'll have them both at the same time, which is nice. Alright, I don't know that I want to build anything, but I will take a look. Things are now kind of bad here. Let's get... Give me a boss's tent here to stabilize. Things are deteriorating in the Western Badlands. It'll go positive once we're done with some of the negative effects of things. I might want to upgrade this just so I can get another boss's tent down, because we do actually have quite a lot of chaotic corruption here. 7,200. That's so much money. But I still have like 3 turns before we're going to start building any armies. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Ekron's kind of been my capital, and I've kind of been ignoring it for a while. So let's get that up maxed out, and then we can kind of look at stabilizing that region a bit more later. Nothing else much I can do. See if they try to kill Sly or something. Oh, another Vampire Count army moving around. I think my Wa there just got eaten. Okay. Headed to Mount Gunbad. We have a mission. So defeat Heinrich Kemmler. And we'll get some leadership. Undead host ends ready for battle, be it Bloodsucker or Necromancer. We must teach these corpses a lesson, not to mess with a living, breathing orc. Did actually get a valiant defeat there. So I must have done some damage to them. Is this Kemmler up front?
I refuse.
No, that's Gorst. Gorst and Kemmler are always together.
Refuse your guidance.
Kemmler might have died, actually. Interesting. Huh. That's
No.
quite weak. They're under strength. I mean, I could try to go for them, honestly.
What does Oggenek to you want?
Could do that. This army's not that great, though.
My influence.
These are what? Vargeists? Lots of health. Not as weak as they look, but I think we could we could definitely take Kemmler's army. I don't know if we could take both armies at the same time. We can't jump across there. We can get into the area, which is tempting. I'm going to actually...
Going!
If I come out here... And... Oh, I can't ambush. That's too bad.
Move it out!
Fine. I was hoping I could get an ambush off. We'll just kind of hang out, see if I can lure them out. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about these guys. I don't think they can make it to me in one turn to Barrack Var, but I don't want to tempt them either. Sly, can you assassinate this guy finally? I don't know why you haven't done it yet. Pretty sure it was Finson. And we failed. Alright. Okay, Morglum. Can we get you down? Yeah, we're actually in the Black Crag area, so we could go ahead and start recruiting, even just kind of sitting here. I think it'd be better if we can get into Black Crag, though.
This magic is real.
That'll hopefully help stabilize. the region a little bit. I don't know if it'll instantly. Yeah, it's down to -4. We are taking attrition. We have to kind of do something to quell some animosity. So we can now give him some units. Gonna leave you guys there. Now, I could go ahead and just cross the border and raid a little bit, see what happens. The Wa's actually kind of following me around, which is interesting.
My axe thirsts for war.
Cazador Orcbane. Well, that's not a nice name to have when orcs are your neighbors.
Great and powerful war boss.
I mean, I don't have any way to kind of bust down walls, so that's also an issue.
Leaving.
So if I cross over... Oh, I want to just be a normal stance. Alright, that's screwed. I wanted to kind of move across and raid, but because we're in the underway, it kind of messed that up. Alright, fine, whatever. We'll just have to wait. Okay, so I don't have a huge amount of cash. Cheapest units I can get here are Orc Boar Boys, which is kind of unfortunate. I'd like to have some good units here. It's going to take quite a while to get these guys together.
It can't.
Give me... Does these guys take forever? Give me a couple more giants. And then I could maybe swap out the giants into another army, or at least one or two, maybe into another army. And everything else takes a long time. Fastest thing is a boar chariot, interestingly enough. I mean, if I've got a choice between Troll or Orc Boar Boy, I'm probably going to take the Trolls, honestly. Well, then again, I mean, these guys do have much better armor. There's not a huge health difference. Alright, give me one of those guys. We'll just do that for now. And I wonder if I can just kick this guy out and put, like, Azhag or somebody else in instead. Alright, focusing on armies here. Let's go another turn, see how things go. Oh, I forgot to move Wurrzag. So it's been a long time since I've played this. So I'm definitely making some little mistakes here and there. Nothing catastrophic or anything, though. Border princes are checking me out. Clan Angren and the vampire counts are at war. Very nice. Okay, you guys.
Who needs stabbing?
Can I just ambush out here, maybe?
Doing one. Doing stuff.
Ambush in the pass. See how that goes. You guys can stay put. Fightiness is still good. Sly, if we try to kill him now, chances are going to be really, really low, probably. So it looks more like a dwarf. 17% chance. Well, that's pretty bad.
Now's the time.
How about... here, reduce chaotic and vampiric corruption. Yeah, we could go ahead and do that temporarily,
I'll plant a mushroom patch, boss.
just to kind of get that for a bit. Once we've kind of reset, then we can do other stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to just raid here, probably.
Seems legit.
Just change stances and think about it. Orglum, yep, keep kicking heads. Wurrzag, we don't want to rush.
Wurrzag will do it.
It's about the same either way. I think I can make it in. Yeah, just do that. This guy's on his way up. Do I want to go ahead and go? I think we want to get this army at least partially built before we go against Karakazul. So what can I get here? Got 3 spots. It's a very weird army, for sure. No matter what I do, it's going to be a very weird army. It's unfortunate it does take a while for these guys. But let's just fill out a whole bunch of these dudes. We'll make do Black Crag. Losing 4. As we get more guys in the army, that will change. The stronger the army is, I think. The number of units. Alright, I think that's about all we're going to do today. Although... I'm going to start raiding. I do have a lot of raiding I have to do, so we'll just kind of do that now while we're waiting, just to kind of cause some problems for Karakazul. I don't want to fight them. It might get them to fight me or attack me, but we've got that other army in just a few turns that'll be ready to go. And we've got this army sort of supporting, so I kind of feel a bit braver with them. And then this army we're just going to have sit tight. Yeah, I'm not messing with the border princes. I'm kind of fine with them. Actually, diplomacy-wise, I wouldn't actually mind like a non-aggression pact with them, but they probably won't go for it.
The time for talk is over. Make your demands.
Chance of success low. I could offer something, but I don't really want to. I mean, we can give it a shot. They're not gonna. It's not gonna agree. Yeah. Vampire counts are actually kind of weak at the moment. Tempelhof's doing quite well. What are the dwarves doing? They're up to 8 settlements. Holy crap. The Empire's down to 4, so I have to kill the Empire and the dwarves. But I've done so much damage to the dwarves, kicked them out of their homeland, and they just keep spreading. It's kind of crazy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stop here. I think we're at a pretty good point. We are kind of holding the gap here. We're making a move on the dwarves. The vampire counts help me out, killing off some dwarves. But the dwarves are definitely a problem. Tracking them all down and killing them is going to take a while, I think. But yeah, this has been more Total War Warhammer, playing as Wurrzag. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.